Medics. This is Charles and Fall here with Voice of EMS at the Georgia EMS Providers Conference with Riley Rutherford of the Baked Bean Rutherfords, right? Yeah. And I know you've been trying to get with me all weekend. How have you been, Riley?
Pretty good.
I love your reign. I know you have an EMS.
Paramedic of the Year 2016 for the state of Georgia.
Wow! Congratulations!
Thank you.
Congratulations! Which politician's mama did you give a ride to the hospital? No, seriously, I've honestly very rarely see these in the field. What'd you get the award for?
It's being an outstanding medic for the state of Georgia out of 25,000 paramedics.
Nice.
Service for the past 37 years in EMS.
Well, good job. 37 years. Now that was in 2016.
That's 2016.
So
well, I'm 37 years now.
Okay. What has kept you in the field so long?
Patient care, taking care of folks. I'm trying to make 50 years.
Wow. All right. That'd be a record.
13 more. But I love EMS. I started out as an orderly in the hospital at age 15. I graduated high school. I went to EMT school. Got my EMT license in 1985. And then I had a course. Back then you had to wait for a couple of years to get your paramedic because you had to go through all kind of red tape just to get your paramedic degree in 86. So I had to wait to 1987 to get my paramedic degree because you had to go get letters from physicians. And
that's still the state boards, the composite state boards, yeah.
The composite state board, the old Octagon. I missed the old Octagon. I always asked the Secretary of State when we got there at the Capitol, when can we get them Octagons back, you know?
Yeah. That was a great patch.
That was a great badge.
How many of the, I know I've seen you ever since I've been coming for the last couple of years, how many of these types of conferences do you go to?
I have missed 4 in 35 years.
Wow.
It's 35 or 36. It's 35.
Okay.
4 of them.
So, obviously you've seen a lot of change both in the EMS and the conferences. Pick your poison. What's the biggest change you've seen in either one of those?
Biggest change, attendance.
Okay.
Back in the day, we had 200-300, you know. Now we up to, 500 or 600?
Yeah, I think that's the numbers I heard today.
But trying to get the word out to get into the EMS Association, try to, pay your dues and all when we get this retirement started for the younger group. That's what we're going to work hard on.
Yeah, this is almost like the last of the sacrifices is coming up through EMS at certain points. People did mistake sacrifice for glory, and that's a whole different thing. It's not. There's nothing glorious about not putting food on your table.
That's right.
And that's hurt a lot of the path that we've taken. But there's something to be said about we sacrifice sleep, time with our family, energy, emotional health to go be the calm in the storm for the people having the storm. What is it you get out of this conference that because you're obviously get your membership and come to the conferences? What is it you get out of it? Why should people come?
Why should people come? And retain the knowledge of what's going on in the state of Georgia of the EMS system. And the great things that EMS systems or GEMSA has been doing for EMS, like trying to get to retirement and like I brought up earlier point, maybe trying to retain medical personnel through the next few years, like the governor's doing for nursing and doing for physicians.
Not us, you mean? Yeah,
not us. And that's why I like for us to be more involved, to try to retain more paramedics and all. And
that was brought up in another one of the sessions of any time outside of our circle, right? Our circle being EMS, even fire and EMS. Anytime you get outside that circle into the public or the politics, when you mention first responder, it's fire and it's police. When COVID first hit, the heroes were who? Doctors, nurses, fire, and police.
That's right.
I call it the Paw Patrol predicament there. You can look at a kid show Paw Patrol with all the public safety, and there's a fire engine with a Star of Life on it, but not actual EMS represented.
Right.
And I think that's a public education problem. What's one of the ideas you might have to help educate the public?
More classes, CPR, and give them a knowledge of what EMS really does in the state of Georgia. The paramedic system got started as a fire department back in 1972, and that's how the state of Georgia started, that a fire department was the rescue, and the paramedics were there to respond, and the ambulance, all they do was haul the patient to the hospital. So, You got to get the word out that EMS, we are the physician's hands and eyes on the scene. We do what the physician trains us to do.
You know, what would you think about this? And I want to know what you would add to the conference. But one thoughts I just had is I always find it interesting to learn about other countries and how they're doing it. And some of it's through TV shows, that's the big exposure, but some of it's actually talking to people. I know other countries have systems where doctors are on the ambulance. So your first responders really are zoom in, do it, and then the doctors come in and they're the ones straight. They might even come in on a helicopter. I forget the name of the show on Netflix, but it's a documentary, real reality TV, whatever, but it's a medical-based reality show. And the doctor flew in on the helicopter, cracked a chest in the middle of the field because even by flight, they're an hour away from a trauma center. So the trauma center came to the person. Can you imagine that in the U.S.? Can you imagine when I came up to paramedic school many years ago, I read about Japan having their medics on crotch rocket motorcycles with an AED and their advanced gear and some drugs. As they zoom through and get in, start treating the patient, and the doctor comes in on the ambulance, they put them in the ambulance, the doctor and the driver takes them back to the hospital, and then the medic.
Right.
And I would just love to see other speakers from other countries maybe come in and just talk about how their system is doing it, maybe we can get some ideas.
Right.
But what would you say GEMSA is maybe missing from the conference that they could bring more to?
Well, that's a good point you brought right there about bringing foreign EMS services in to show what they're doing and how they performing and taking care of their patients and everything like that. I mean, that would be one of the great things.
I hear you. The whole theme of this weekend seems to have been that whole inspiration for the perspiration. I've seen a lot of it flow into all the different panels and different classes that have gone on. Rami Duckworth said that in the opening keynote. So as we finish up here, what is something that you would give to be the inspiration for the people who come in to the field, for the people who are maybe thinking about getting out of the field to stay in the field? What's some inspiration you can give them?
Some inspiration you give is have it in your heart to take care of people, and that's what we do. That's our job. Take care of people. We're like the firemen. They run into fires. You know, who's gonna run into a fire? We're supposed to take care of people, bring them back. If a diabetic emergency or cardiac arrest, we should be able to bring them back, but have that hope that and inspiration where you can do it. And that's what our job is. That is our job.
I hear. Well, as I love to practice gratitude, I love to give away some of these tumblers. Which one of these tumblers would you like?
EMS.
I'll get you a clean one out of the box. Thank you, Riley.
Yeah.
I appreciate you sitting down.